Welcome back. Today's project is to trim out this window to make it look like this window. We've already spray foamed around our windows, so now we're going to cut away all of the excess spray foam before we put our trim on. So we have our first piece of trim cut. We've milled our own. We've taken a notch out of the bottom here so that it goes right up tight against the glass. Now we're going to set it in to make sure that the board isn't bowed. So we've got a bit of a bow in our board, so we're going to have to scribe it to take out that 1/4 inch of gap there between the board and the window. So in order to take the bow out of the window, we're going to come in a 1/4 inch here. We'll be flush here at the middle of the board. And we'll come down here and come in a 1/4 inch again. So our favorite tool is the Makita track saw. It is pretty invaluable. It's only limited to your imagination. So we're going to use this to take the bow out of our board. So now we have a board that is bowed in the middle instead of bowed out. So now we just have a tiny bit, and that'll get fixed by notching these corners out. So that's what we're going to do next. Now, we can't even fit the edge of our tape measure between the wood and the window. Perfect fit. We obviously have a step down from our framing to our window. So this board is going to rest on our window, and we are going to have to shim this gap right here so it's nice and level. So we're going to start with just a plain piece of pine. Gets us close, and then we'll see how much more we need to get us up there. So I'm going to go ahead and attach this flush with the drywall because that'll make it easy to scribe our casing board to get the perfect fit. As we were working on the last window, we started using drywall furring strips, those little pieces of cardboard, until we got to a certain thickness, and then we found that we could use some of our scrap from our vinyl flooring as a nice spacer. So we'll start with that and we'll see if it's close. So we're still rocked down here. We want to have some slope away from the window. That way, if anything spills on this, it doesn't run towards the window, it would run off. But this is still a little bit too extreme. So I think we'll put a couple drywall shims in there and level it out. So the drywall shims are just like a 1/16 of an inch thick cardboard strip. Not awkward at all. All right, now you've got that shimmed. Much better. That's what we're looking for right there. Just the bubble, just barely touching the line. Now that we've got it level and all furred out, we're going to scribe our line so we can cut off this extra. All right, so now we've got our scribed line. You can see where it's not consistently in the same spot. That's why it was very important to scribe it after it was installed. Otherwise we would have gaps in our trim. All right, let's go cut it. And then we'll just attach this to our spacing here. We want to make sure that we don't nail into the actual window frame. Keeping it tight against the glass. And 5 3/4. Okay. So we have our 2 pieces of wood to fur it out. We've got our piece of flooring. We have a piece of drywall shim sandwiched in there. Let's see how close we are and whether we need another shim.
Yeah, maybe one more.
So yeah, I think just one more shim is gonna do it.
Okay.
So to scribe the sides, all we do is mark the top and bottom where it meets our wood. And we'll cut that off. So for these ones, we can't check level to see if they are correct. So what we'll do is we'll put our square on the window and check for square there, and then we'll have to fill this gap. All right, we're flush top and bottom. Perfect. We're not square at the top.
Okay.
You're square there.
Okay.
We're square there. So we'll go ahead and attach it. Where we're square. And then we'll shim our top.
Maybe one more. That looks pretty good.
Now that we have our window casing completed, we're gonna move on to the easy part. So the window trim that we're doing is easy because there's only 90-degree cuts. There's no miters, just straight cuts, rails and stiles, and then kind of a decorative crown on top of the window. So let's get cutting. We're gonna start out by measuring and cutting our stiles, so that way we know exactly how wide to make our bottom rail. .46 1/8 and 46 1/4. Now this is where it helps to have two people. We're gonna put our stiles in place and then measure for our bottom rail. So the stiles in place, we go outside to outside. You good?
I am just a second. Right there.
102 1/8.
102. Let me confirm this is the way I want.
Yeah, because the other side was a lot more white.
Oh, okay.
And a lot finish.
Okay.
So now we'll balance our rails and stiles, our rail and stiles.
Okay, I'm actually good.
I'm good there too.
Okay.
All right. So now we've got a rail on. We'll come over here and we'll put our stiles on.
It's not, okay, here.
Nope,
Okay. Why not?
because we know that this width is the proper width.
Oh, okay. Okay. So here's a breakdown of how we milled our trim to make these window moldings. So we started off with basically sandwiching our 1x5 in between, or I guess our 3 3/4 by 5, in between our two 7/8 by 3/4 boards. And we capped it with the 1 3/8 by 3/4 board. And our measurement that we wanted to make this stick out and then step it up is a 1/2 inch.
All right, now we will measure for our top piece. Jumping, okay.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty and money. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now there's something in the air and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Dreamy, breezy we go, easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Let up now.
Just like that, the easiest way to trim a window and have it look like $1,000,000.
If you like this content, you can help us out best by liking this video and subscribing. We'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Undercover agents of the other, beyond gravel, beyond